Hello and welcome to Speedrunner Showcase, featuring Glooten, the Swede runner.
Yep, one of them.
How you doing, Glooten?
I'm doing absolutely fine, H. How about you?
Absolutely fine, absolutely fine. I'm really excited for the Speedrunner Showcase. Glooten has been around in the community for quite a while now. And
yeah, about a year and a half, maybe even, I think.
Yeah, we'll kind of get the chance to talk about your experiences in Marvel It Up community very soon. But let's go ahead and look. This is a already verified run, and let's get it started, and we'll get chatting about it.
Yeah, for sure. This run, finally, I managed to get a run that actually bumped me up the leaderboard, so I was quite happy with this one, especially the first level.
Nice. All right, let's go ahead and play. Do
you actually want the YouTube link, by the way? I think. Whatever.
Oh, do you have the YouTube link?
I do have a YouTube link. If you want to, I can just send it to you. Actually, because I put that one up and then I put it up on YouTube afterwards.
Okay. So let's watch it on YouTube, and we'll just kind of re-record the intro. Not much of an intro.
Yeah,
anyways.
I should have. Because I remember Hatchet. I think he was the one verifying it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not much of an intro because we have lots to talk about, but we also have lots of time to do it, so.
Yeah. It's not that fast of a run.
Yes, that's what I'm... You saw through the lines. You read through the lines. So you knew exactly what I meant. Olaf says Glooten seems to be peaking sometimes when talking. I think you sound okay.
Should be fine.
I can slightly
I'll make sure
lower
not to scream.
Lower my audio on the stream side. Okay. Oh, you sent it on Discord. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to kind of reset and re-record everything we just did.
Yeah, let me just go back to the first page of the script.
It's defaulting to 240p, so that can't be good. That can't be good news. All right, open up OBS once again. We've got chat. We've got... Oh, I like that we've got me talking in chat on your on your screen as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let us begin then.
Yes.
Take two. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Speedrunner Showcase, featuring Glooten. Go ahead and say hello, Mr. Glooten.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. We've got the original Swederunner here in Speedrunner Showcase.
That's
and
right.
Recently set a new PB of a sub 46. You excited about that?
Yep.
I am very excited about that.
Finally got it.
Finally got it. And really excited. I've been waiting for this Speedrunner Showcase for a while because, like I said, Glooten's the original Swederunner. He's been part of the community for well over a year now. And let's go ahead and watch the run. And we'll get started and chat about your speedrunning history and your time with Marvel It Up.
Yep, for sure. First level is the highlight of this run, actually, so...
First level is the highlight. We'll make sure we don't miss it. All right, right over my shoulder, we've got Glooten from the past, and he is doing a swag strat, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, practice this for a couple of days before hitting this run.
Right, yes. Very intentional, very calculated. Well done, Glooten.
Yeah, thanks.
Those 3.6 seconds were sacrificed for style.
Yeah, for sure. My last PB, I messed up big time just before the Stratosphere ending, so I had to do something special for this one too. Yeah,
you gotta add some a little bit of swag to the strats for sure. Swag or bust, that's right. Okay, so we're into chapter 1 and just getting started on The speedrun. Why don't you give me a little bit of context on what you were doing on the day of the run and what you were doing to prepare for this?
Basically, if we just bring back to the Super Bowl this year, before that, I was quite rusty.
Yep.
And I sat down with Katzis,
Right.
another very good runner, and he taught me some strats, which was very helpful for me, feeling like I could lower my time because I felt I hit a plateau. So the new strats did great, and leading up to this run, I've been watching a lot of Super Mario 64 speedruns. And
Okay.
the guy I've been watching has a great mental tactic. He says that run's dead all the time. He's doing great. Minutes ahead, this run's dead. So I try to take to that Adam style, pretty much. Just don't care too much. And that was probably the best thing I could have done for my speedrunning, actually.
And it certainly became a meme during this run as well. You mentioned
sure.
mentioned Katz's as Mr. Coach Ziz, if you will.
Yep.
So shout out to Katz's for sure for helping out other members of the speedrunning community. And yeah, cool. So this wasn't your first attempt of the day or anything. You were streaming marbles for a little while, I take it.
Yep. This was around lunchtime Sweden on Friday. And I just sat down to do some runs. I practiced an hour before the stream, some levels. So I was definitely warmed up, tried some new strats, coggers, for example.
Right.
I don't think I hit it during the run, but I practiced it, so I was warmed up.
Okay, nice. You were well warmed up and ready to go. Awesome. So we had a 2:23 chapter 1, which is pretty standard, basically good time. Well done.
Yeah, cheers.
And you mentioned just a short moment ago, you mentioned the Super Bowl, and that kind of comes into play when we're talking about how you got into speedrunning this game, doesn't it? Why don't you tell us the story of that.
I'll tell you this story, ladies and gentlemen. So I started playing this game. I got it as a Christmas present, actually, from my brother, not my brother Adam. We have more brothers.
Okay.
And he gave it to me, and then Adam eventually started to play it as well on our brother's account. And we got to competing each other, played this for about 2 months, and then pretty much felt like, okay, that was fun. We raced each other.
Yep.
Now it's over. I think one day I wanted to play this, and I was streaming it, and you showed up in chat, as you do with new members of the community. Started chatting, and you brought up the idea of how fun would it be if you okay, you're not with me there really.
Oh, okay. We had some debate on this last time we talked as well as to who it was who challenged whom. So we're just gonna leave that to history. It's been lost. Anyways, point is one of us threw a little bit of a challenge out as to see who could beat the other in a race of the full game.
Yeah, basically. I don't know. I don't think I was doing RTA during that stream. I was just basically playing. But we got to talking and decided that how it would be fun to see you, an old speedrunner of this game, and me, a brand new.
Hey, I'm not that old. Come on, man.
A previous runner. Let me say it like that. So we started talking about that, basically. You and me in a race. And then you just took that and ran with it, got the community involved, and the first Super Bowl was born.
The first Super Bowl race. Yeah, that was a great experience, and yeah, it definitely was. And then again, of course, you and I had another interview, but from the opposite direction, where we were talking about the speedrun race. And that was a lot of fun as well. And since then, once we started Speedrunner Showcase, I've always kind of been looking forward to having you on the show. So very happy to have you here.
Always a pleasure to talk to you, buddy.
Yeah. And then this year's, the second annual Super Bowl race is when you kind of started derusting, and you set a couple BBs this year as well, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I did. I was basically done with running, and I didn't really have any motivation to do it. But then the Super Bowl came around, and I was like, I gotta participate. You know, it's my marble child.
Your legacy.
So yeah. So I had to do it. So practice a bit with Katzes, as mentioned. And absolutely fell in love with speedrunning again. So I did the Super Bowl, did a couple of more runs. I hit a PB during the Super Bowl actually, so that kind of
Yes, you did.
brought me back into the fields of running.
Yeah.
So I started speedrunning some other games. I speedrun some Sea of Thieves in between here, and then got back into Marble. Got the speedrun feels basically, you know. I'm back in it.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, so many of us, even maybe more so than last year, started setting lots of improvements and making, like, setting PBs and making big improvements leading up to the Super Bowl, and then also in the wake of the Super Bowl this year. And it was cool to see how that kind of grew year over year, and excited to see what it looks like next year for sure.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be exciting. Hopefully a lot of runners next year when we do it again.
Yeah, for sure.
I can mention already this early in the run, you see I hit a I'm already sitting here saying this run's dead.
You're already saying this run's
probably resetting after this level.
Yeah, that was funny. That was a great meme.
I had to do it for the fans.
So I will ask, how much of that was serious? If you were to give a percentage, how much of it was serious and how much was for the meme? How much of it was actually you trying to use it as a legitimate strategy for mental game?
It's 100% mental strategy.
Wait,
you know?
Really? Okay.
Because I know myself in chapter 6. You know, just a week ago I was sitting on chapter 6 having to do breathing exercises because I was so nervous about the run.
Breathing exercises
I was like,
are good.
I'm in green. Oh my God, I can't mess up.
Yep.
So I had to do something to my mental game. And just I tried this out, being like, okay, I don't even care. You know, I sat down, thinking I don't even care about the runs. I'm just gonna do a couple runs, see what happens. And you can see from level 1, I mess up. I lose 3 seconds on level 1, and I don't reset.
Right.
And that's I would have definitely reset there usually, but
fair enough.
I just had this. I don't care. I don't care about the run. Don't get attached. You know, words to live by.
You didn't get attached to the run.
Going.
That is definitely a good thing to do. Not getting to it attached to a run, so that when you do need to reset runs, you're not as disappointed and you don't get tilted for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're on a great pace here, coming through chapter 3. Just gonna kind of catch up with the run. You had, you're still doing one of the safe strats for elevator action, which is totally fine because that's a lot of people have trouble with the faster strats on elevator action. And just playing clean in general, which gets you 1 minute and 18 seconds ahead for free essentially. So well done.
Yeah, I haven't done any crazy things so far. Just not messing up basically, and I think that's down to the mental game. Most of the new strats I've got are on chapter 6. But this early on, I'm just doing the do.
Right. There's also new strats now for River Vantage, but I know you haven't learned those yet, so I certainly wouldn't expect you to go for those during a run. But maybe that's something you could be working on in the future now that you have a more decent PB to play against. Very fun strat,
yeah, for
actually.
sure, and I'm gonna be ahead from level 1. Next run I do, I'm gonna be ahead level 1. You know, that's a good.
Just don't reset if you're not in the green.
But,
that's the thing, right?
Yeah,
it's actually not that difficult to keep mental game going well if you're in the green the whole time. But it can definitely be harder to pull back a run from the abyss.
Yeah, I've already contacted Katz's now because for me this game is competition. You know,
Sure it is.
I need to have something to aim towards, and the leaderboards is a great thing to do that. This was I was not going for sub 46. I was going for sub Masic. You know, I want to climb. So next up is definitely a sub 40 or at least a sub Eplip. And
right.
I've contacted Katz's because if I'm gonna do that, I gotta cut 5 more minutes. So
yep,
definitely
more than
some
5
new
minutes.
strats coming up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're aiming for sub 40, your strats are going to be different than if you're aiming for sub 45, of course. But, you know, you're not necessarily going to make that leap all at once. I've never seen anybody make a leap from over 45 to sub 40, but setting that goal now so you know at least what you're working towards is definitely going to help. And you're talking about competition.
And high, I mean. Yep.
Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say that I set the bar at 40, and if I get 43, you know, that's great.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're gonna learn the strats you need for sub 40, and then do the best you can with those. Essentially, is
exactly, yeah.
Nice. And you mentioned the fact that this game is competition, and I guess that kind of segues well into some of the other games that you've been playing. Your stream has been obviously doing quite well recently. Playing some Rocket League, playing some other mostly competitive stuff, I believe. Can you tell me a little bit about your stream? Go ahead and plug as shamelessly as you like.
Yes, use code Glooten in Rocket. I'm kidding. On my stream, we do a lot of variety stuff. It's been booming lately because I'm doing a lot more with the viewers.
Right.
Basically, viewers versus Glooten, which is a big hit for Swedish viewers, it seems. But doing a lot of Rocket League, together with some other things, variety, basically going for what I feel like. But definitely, if I'm gonna keep going for a game, there has to be a ranked mode or some sort of competitive scene. If I'm gonna keep playing it, and I think that's what's keeping me in Marble It Up.
Nice. Very cool. We'll come back to that, but first, 12:27 after Chapter 3 is a solid time. You're definitely... you could be on a sub 40 pace with a start like this. So well done. Obviously, you didn't go for Coggers. That's a strat that I hear you've been practicing and you might be working on later. But yeah, even then, 12:27 is really good.
Yeah, I did go for the setup for Coggers here, but I missed it. And
you didn't commit to it.
With the mentality, I don't care about the run.
Yep.
I didn't commit. Since I missed the bonk, I was like, I'm not resetting. We're just doing normal, you know? Since I had practiced it for like an hour this day, I didn't want to throw away a run to that.
Sure, yeah, and you can definitely throw away a run to a strat that you're too committed to. I've done that a lot. I have done that a lot. Sad edge hit, but nice job on Braid not resetting. I've seen a few people reset when they mess that up and go all the way back to the beginning. But you've got the backup strats. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, like you said,
quick braid.
You've been doing pretty well with viewers and stuff on your channel recently. I'd even say maybe you're of the people who have been part of the Marble It Up community for a while now. Your stream is doing the best, which is, you know, very, very cool to see the Swedish community kind of getting exposed to Marble It Up through your streams. Very cool.
Oh yeah, I get people sometimes being like, "What's this game cost? How do I get it?" So I definitely see some people. I wouldn't say every stream, but I know for sure that Friday and today I played a bit as well. I see people in chat saying that they bought the game because they want to try it out. So I definitely think that this game deserves more players. So it's a great thing that I can be a part of making that happen.
Yeah. And again, since you got into this game, we've seen a number of other Speedrunners starting up with Marble It Up. Obviously, Villa Olaf is doing really, really well. He got himself a sub 38 today, which is really, really fast.
Swede confirmed.
Yeah, Superior Swede, Supreme Swede. And of course, Atham, Nuclear, just to name a few. So very, very cool seeing Sweden represented on the boards.
Yeah, it's great. We wanted to push with the surge of Swedes when we got it, and a lot of my friends started playing. Not everybody did RTA, but a couple did. And yeah, it's great to see. Definitely want to get some more of my friends to play this or soon again.
For sure. Okay, so looking in toward Chapter 4, it seems to be going... other than that death on Braid, you're going even with your splits, more or less. How are you feeling at this point in the run? like mentally.
Basically.
What's that?
Trying to stay calm. I'm just trying to stay calm in this run, even at this point. Probably focusing up a bit extra for this retrograde skip here.
Yeah, very clean, by the way.
I usually miss that a couple of times. Yep, cheers, I got it. Trying to keep the mentality of this run is absolutely dead, and I will reset after this level. That's basically... I believed it when I said it, for the most part, and I was memeing for sure, but it helped. It helped with the mental. Yep. I'm resetting soon. It's fine. But good pace for sure. I kept seeing green, and I was like, "This might be it." But as soon as I had that thought, I dropped it. It's dead. You know, you got to go back to this run instead, or I do at least, because I get so invested. So, just trying to talk to chat, stay calm.
I'm glad that worked for you.
Entertain, basically.
I am glad that worked for you. I'm not necessarily going to recommend that as a strat for everyone. I know for me, when I'm thinking about how a run is dead and how I don't care about it anymore, I usually do a lot worse, and maybe even get discouraged. I don't know, but it was definitely funny to be there in chat and everybody's memeing on how bad the run is when it's like a minute and a half ahead of splits. And I'm glad it worked for you mentally. It was well done.
Yeah, because I do a couple of silly mistakes here and there, and
who doesn't? Yeah,
exactly. And you know, not caring about them, not being stressed that, oh my god, I might lose time here, is crucial actually. And I've actually taken a lot of inspiration from my brother Adam previously, the Supreme Swede, not anymore though.
Yep.
Because he's always so calm. He just cannot get angry in games. I've never heard him be proper angry at anything, and
impressive. I know.
Not games either.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane, and I'm not like that at all. So I took a page out of his book and tried to just not calm down, but distract myself basically from how good I'm playing with just memeing around. And
but as much as it can be detrimental to the run sometimes, I also think it's a positive thing to get emotionally invested in what you're doing. And, you know, it makes... sometimes it can make, when you reach your goal or when you really accomplish something that you've been suffering through to get there, there's kind of this catharsis that comes with that. And so I know right up until the very last second of this run, you were very calm. And then as soon as you finished, you just popped off completely, because I know inside you wanted it. I know that. I knew it.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
You could see it in your eyes.
It's just
even if you wouldn't show it on the rest of your face.
Yeah, it's about tricking your brain.
Yeah.
Up until you hit the goal this time, not like my last run when I missed the stratosphere goal by like 3 pixels because I dropped the controller and started to celebrate.
Yeah,
so
that
all
was,
the way through to the
that
end
was a shame.
This time around.
That was
throwing for content.
That was something. Literally, you were literally throwing your controller. Anyways. Yeah, whatever mindset works to get you a great time is definitely good. But again, just seeing how much you, I don't know, it's fun to see people celebrate when they reach their goals. It's definitely, could tell that you've been emotionally invested in this game and in this category and in your stream, and it makes sense why people enjoy watching you. That's pretty clear. So sub 20, yeah, chapter 4.
Yep.
Doing well.
Minute and a half ahead at this point. It's going incredibly well with this run, and I knew it, you know. But
you wouldn't say it.
We're gonna say it 1,000 times. Yeah. I would definitely not say it, and people were popping into chat being confused when I was saying, "Oh, I'm probably resetting this instead," and they were like, "Wait, we see a message right there from one that's saying you are 130 ahead. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely some confused people in the chat, but I had to do it.
For sure.
I think I hit early cycle on Newton's Cradle here as well, so I think it was gold split.
No, that wasn't the early cycle.
No,
I did see you
that
wait.
was last run.
I think with the speed you were going, you probably couldn't have made it. It was kind of maybe a 30% chance maybe you would have made it at the speed you were going. So I think it was a good idea for you to wait on it. Just wait for the next cycle.
Yeah, definitely. I'm playing safe at this point. I'm thinking I'm not trying to go for anything crazy.
And you don't have to.
That comes later.
Because again, your goal is not a 35-minute run, so there's no reason that you would need to try to take extreme risks or anything.
Absolutely not. It actually feels, with this run, I feel like I can do better again, and it feels good to be back running this game after quite a long hiatus, nearly a year.
Yeah, of course, there's always going to be room for improvement, and I think you're still, in a lot of ways, an intermediate speedrunner. If you don't mind me saying that, you've got a lot of progression left to go, and I certainly think you're going to be capable of that sub 40 and beyond with a little bit of time. Obviously, this isn't the one game that you're committed to, not that it necessarily needs to be, but you're definitely progressing, and I think you're getting there.
Yeah, as you mentioned, this is I'm doing a lot of different games, and as I'm a variety streamer, I gotta stream variety stuff, and I finally got my viewers to enjoy this game a bit more with going for these PBs, because usually the viewer count kind of dropped, and I was like, that's fine, I want to play it.
Yep.
But in the long run, as one who's trying to actually go for streaming a bit more hardcore,
yep,
I had to trick my viewers into liking this game. So I did a stream where I would gift subs if I didn't get the PB, and that worked.
Yes,
now people are asking for this game, it's amazing.
Yep. Yeah, well done. Well done.
Staying alive, skip.
Yeah, staying alive, skip. I know you've been practicing this one. Very well performed.
Yeah, thank you.
Look at that. Even going even with your previous PB, where you also did stay and skip. So very impressive.
It's a tough strat, but yeah. Only to instantly mess up on Gordian, but yeah, not a lot to go, and my big strat changes haven't really arrived yet.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, again, not just how your speedruns improve, as with so many other runners, but also how your stream continues to evolve, and with your, again, Swedish and English audiences. Very, very, very great. If you're watching the stream and you're not already following Glooten, or if you're watching this on YouTube and you have any kind of interest in variety streams and Twitch with a little bit of Swedish gamer flair, make sure you check out twitch.tv/Glooten. Excellent streamer, and also becoming a very excellent speedrunner with these runs. So, very, very cool.
Cheers.
Or a speedrunner.
You want to know the only reason why I'm not doing Swederunner? You want to know the only reason why I'm not doing a crystalline matrix skip right now?
Why is that?
It's because you're in chat.
It's because I'm in chat. See, I cursed you anyways. That's the sad thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just me being in chat made it so that you had to die on crystalline matrix at least once.
Yeah. H has seen me to go for skips here too much.
That was a big.
I couldn't do it to your poor heart, so.
Not like this moment. Yeah, but thank you for protecting my ego by not getting that first try. I really appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Crystalline matrix.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's slowly turning into the worst level in the game for me, going for the skip. I had a different one first, but I think I'm starting to get that one down, and now Crystalline Matrix is it's my nemesis.
Nice. Well, I mean, despite that, you didn't lose time on Crystalline Matrix, which is funny. But also, you haven't lost time on Chapter 5. You're going pretty even, which is good. Going even when you're ahead is always good enough. That's more than good enough.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I'm due for some more risks to be taken during my runs soon. I've been playing safe now for a long while, so.
Yeah, but you kind of have to do that as you're getting experience with the category, and as you're derusting and getting. Again, if you're not playing the game every day, then it takes some time to warm up every time you boot it up, right?
Oh yeah, yep,
it's not like you're picking up exactly where you left off. You got to get the practice. You've got to. But then as your PB improves, then you need to start taking more risks to get more time improvements. So I'm looking forward to seeing those improvements out of you in the future.
Yeah, me too. I know I have them. But
also
gonna have to dig for them.
Yeah, that was a subtle thing, but well done restarting there. You didn't hesitate at all to restart as soon as you got off cycle on Flip the Table, where a lot of runners would have at least tried to save it and then not actually managed to do it and then reset. So very good presence of mind to just like reset and go from the top, get back on cycle, and I think that definitely saved you a lot of time versus trying to figure out some kind of different route or some kind of different save.
Yeah, flip the table. It has a delicate cycle, at least in the early half of it.
Yep.
So I just felt like resetting, and as the run is already dead, I don't really care about resetting.
Oh yeah, so, yeah. Just dead run doesn't matter. Forgot about that.
Precisely.
Oh, but again,
this is a level.
Well done. This is a level. I think this is a level you have a lot of time to save just via strategies that you haven't learned yet. The middle of Vertigo is actually very easy. That's well within your skill range, and the beginning even I think you could learn to get at least as far as the second checkpoint on most of your runs. So there's definitely time save to be had here just through strats, and strats that are easy enough for you to learn without too much trouble, I think.
Yeah, I'm a bit more comfortable with controlling the marble now than I used to be, and I was just scared as a cat on this level usually on Vertigo, so I've never dared to learn any strats, but I think it's time now.
Yeah, I definitely had the same approach for a long time, was just like try not to die on Vertigo, and that is probably the best way to get started as a beginner runner, but again, at your level, this is kind of you're more than capable of learning a couple of those Vertigo strats as some of the next strats that you have a look at for time saves.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Katsus will have a lot for me in store that I need to practice.
Also,
I'm excited for that.
Your route on Warp Core is not bad. Only a little bit slower than the faster route, while actually being very safe on that finish. So, did you kind of discover that alteration on your own, or did you see somebody else doing that? Because I don't think I've seen anyone else doing that.
I can't remember where I got it from. Doing the gravity on the other through the center there. I guess that's what you're referring to. I don't know where I've seen it. I think I have seen it somewhere. I don't think I came up with it entirely on myself,
okay.
or on my own. But I can't remember where. So maybe I just saw someone do it as a backup, and I was like, "That's a good strat," and I'm using someone's backup. But I don't really know.
Yeah, honestly, I should probably have that as a backup, but I've never done it before. There's a couple times I probably should have. If you get behind cycle or something like that, I guess would be the time to do it.
Yeah. So entering chapter 6, this is where the where the things start happening. I think that Cats has taught me this is where we're gonna see it, and we're gonna see a lot of mistakes here as well later on.
Yep, that's fair. There's definitely mistakes to be had during Chapter 6 for almost everybody's run. But you're coming in just over 30 minutes. Do you think that you'd say that's the best you've done your runs up to this point? Up to the beginning of Chapter 6?
Yeah, I don't think I've been 2 minutes ahead on Chapter 6 at any point before, so I think I might have been here ahead like max half a minute, so this is definitely the best I've done up to this point so far.
Also, very, very smooth Danger Zone. All the way through. Good job.
So that's how we do it.
That's how you do. Platinum Playground.
Okay,
I know you were going for the gem up there, but there's an easy backup that I know you're already prepared for, so that's good.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of optimizations you can make here on Platinum Playground.
Trouble.
Yeah, we'll get to the wall gems in a minute. But yeah, a couple of optimizations you can make with the routing here. With these gems you're doing, gems, I guess, 8, 9, and 10. Those can be reversed. Okay, just a moment. Let me take a moment to thank Slenzip for the raid. Thanks so much. We're doing a interview right now with Glooten, who recently set a personal best in Marble It Up speedrunning.
Raid Pog.
Okay, so wall gem's a little bit sloppy, but you got some backups. And then, well set up for that gem 13. Platinum Playground is definitely a level where even if you get all of the strats that you want to go for, it separates runners by quite a number of seconds just based on execution, which is something I find really interesting. Like the amount of time you can save just on your turns and your transitions from one gem to the next, and which lines you pick and which what your jump patterns are and everything like that. You could save, in some cases, 10 or 20 seconds over another runner doing the same strats just based on execution, which is very cool.
Yeah, Cats has been on my behind about my janky camera movement, so definitely something I need to improve to get those every single turn a bit more optimized, where I can save some time.
Yeah, but again, you did quite well on it, despite a couple of missed wall gems where you need a backup, and I think there's some more potential for you with rooting, but other than that, you're doing really well so far in Chapter 6. And again, saving 2 seconds off of your PB, so very well done.
I think we're bound to see some slip-ups here on Radius, though, any second.
Yeah. Have you ever learned the setup for fast Radius finish?
I have not, actually.
You've not? Okay.
Probably something to look into.
It's pretty tricky, but honestly, I don't think it's that much more difficult than just doing Radius normally, which can kind of be difficult because you have to manage your momentum and everything like that. Yeah, thank you again for the raid. I'll be a little bit more active with chat after we're done watching this run. And yeah, thank you so much again, Slenzit, for coming in.
Life of a streamer.
Yes, sir. Okay, so now hopefully we're finishing up Radius. Yeah, okay. So there's definitely a time loss there, but that's just more potential for you to take your personal best down next time, right?
Yeah, for sure. I'm thinking like I could definitely do these same strats better, but that's what I've been doing for a while. This is me doing my usual strats better, with just a couple of tweaks on a couple of Chapter 6 levels. So new strats, grind that. Probably gonna struggle at the start, but I think going for a perfect run when you're middle of the leaderboards is a bit too much pressure on yourself, I'd say.
And Radius is one of those levels I can't think of a single active runner who can get radius perfectly done, 10 runs out of 10. Almost everybody messes up radius occasionally or even often. And so that time loss is just kind of a reflection that you did well in your previous PB, that's all.
Here's the level that has been giving me trouble all my life. Centripetal force.
Yeah, centripetal force, let's see how it goes. You're not on the fastest possible cycle, or even on the second fastest possible cycle, but as long as you do a safe finish, that should be totally okay. It's all about not dying.
Yeah, I've died way too much here, so I'm just taking a breather. The run's dead anyway, so I can lose some time there. And I even gained 2 seconds looking at the timer, so...
The run's dead anyways. Yeah. We all know what you really mean. You're just trying to... you're just trying not to overhype yourself for... Honestly, I'm not sure... If I'm a minute and 44 seconds ahead in Chapter 6, I'm probably freaking out. So, the fact that you managed to keep your composure here is very well done.
Yeah,
it's impressive in a way that, like, even doing first try, like, staying alive skip, it's a different kind of impressive, but just as much, I think. As being able to keep your mental game and your composure is just as important as being able to do the crazy tricks and everything like that. In some ways, more important.
Yeah, and I'm nearly throwing this run soon on the kickflip up here with a couple of mistakes. Probably got a bit too calm here, being like, this is proper dead. Let's not even...
Yeah, it's a little unusual because this is generally considered the easiest of the 3 kickflips. And I know it's not something you've really struggled with in the past or anything like that, but you almost tilted for real here when you were doing this and failing runs to, or failing attempts to this kickflip.
Yeah, I felt I had to focus up after this because or just kind of during this, because I didn't want to lose this run, even though I was calm. I didn't really care if I would lose it. I was honestly believing that.
Yeah.
And I was just scared of catching a checkpoint lower down the level. So I was like, okay, let's focus and actually just get this and then move on.
Yeah. Okay. So let me take a moment, because I do want to highlight. I mean, I obviously don't want to over-highlight your mistakes or anything like that, but I do want to see how much time save you have available here on Escalation just from that 3 kickflip. And whereas you were a minute behind, you could have been... Or you were a minute ahead, you could have been a minute and 50 seconds ahead. So there's a 50-second time save available for you on Escalation, not even including the first kickflip that you restarted on, which was not bad. Not much of a time loss at all, so... you can definitely bring this in. This puts you well within range for sub 45 or even a sub 44 going forward, without any new strats at all, right? So it's good to know that you have those time saves available for you going forward.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, if I were to do all of my levels, great, or even with some mistakes, I could definitely bring this down a couple of minutes.
Sure.
But
well,
I think it's just it will take too many tries, I think, to get that all the way through again.
Well, we can see your sum of best segments, which is 39 minutes and 43 seconds. So if we assume that you do as the best you've ever done on each level, or like just even with the best you've ever done using your current strats, you're in the sub 40 range, right? Now again, you probably need some new strats to give you a little bit of a buffer there, so that you can afford some mistakes and still get sub 40. But you've got the strats, in theory, for a sub 40 run. So that's really good.
That's good. 3 more levels. And I'm still thinking this is dead. Or at least I'm saying it.
Honestly, even at this point, I mean, you're just starting Olympus. Anything can happen. Let's be realistic. If I'm going into Olympus a minute ahead, I certainly don't consider that a PB secured in the bag yet. That's a potential PB, but there's no guarantees. Maybe a minute ahead going into Stratosphere, I'll feel pretty safe with it, but anything before Radius, honestly, no way.
Yeah, no, the run can die really late in Morbid Up. Chapter 6 is where you spend most of your time with the riskier strats and the more difficult levels, so yeah, don't get attached.
Don't get overly attached to the run. Yep. So sometimes you're on a really good pace and you're like way in the green and you lose all of it and it just feels like you lost your child or something. I don't know. Maybe that's overly dramatic, but for the same purposes of just saying, like, it can really feel awful if you get too attached to a run and then you end up losing it. So I don't think not getting attached actually makes you better at this run. If I'm kind of taking a moment to think about that whole approach, I don't think it actually makes your current run better. But what it does is it makes it so that if this run dies, you don't have to quit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, if I get attached to a run, I can still do well. But if I mess up, then that's probably my last run of the day. Because I don't want to go back and play again if I miss. I just want to quit. I just want to stop. And I probably should, because, running or playing any kind of games competitively when you're tilted is a bad idea. You're not going to do well. You won't have the mental game advantage, right?
Yeah, definitely. If you're tilted, just stop, bring it back later or the next day. That will do the best for the mental in the long run as well. So.
Yeah, and I've had to do that with all kinds of games. So speedrunning this game is just like one example of that. Yeah, looking at Olympus, you got a 237 Olympus, which is pretty decent, not too bad, considering you died once or twice. And saving 10 seconds over your PB.
Yeah, it went quite well, considering. So I think I'm expecting at least 2 deaths on Olympus when I go through it every time. So
yeah,
definitely still saving time there.
Very sad and unfortunate timing there on Tangle. Just coming in at the worst time during that cycle for a little bit of death.
Yeah, I know that happens, but I was playing a bit slower, but still.
Yeah,
I forgot about it when I got down there.
It's definitely happened to me, and this is still the safer Tangle strat compared to the faster ones that top runners are using, but that doesn't mean it's easy. There's a lot of things that can go wrong here, even doing this strat.
Yeah, I think you can start to see me getting the PB shakies a bit here on Tangle, and falling down there earlier, and kind of need to focus up, do some breathing, and keep on saying it's dead.
Yeah, well, we saw it earlier on Escalation, and but you managed to bring yourself together a little bit more quickly this time. Get it back together, get back into focus.
Yeah, I'm seeing the green here, and I know if I just focus up, I got it. I don't mess up Stratosphere if I focus. So
right.
But I'm still doing my scuffed skip.
I don't think this is a scuff skip. I mean, okay,
just a bit slower.
You were kind of confused here for a moment, weren't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that super speed. I usually
okay.
Pick it up and boost back.
So maybe a little bit scuffed, but either way, it's a safe and not super slow version of a skip, and it still saves quite a bit of time over not doing any skips. So good decision to go for it if you don't want to be taking any risks and potentially losing your lead and your PB.
Yeah, I need to practice the other one a bit more before I start going for that, because I've done it. Cats has put me through that, and I just didn't feel confident enough that I was going to remember it.
Yeah, and it's not a super high risk strat, but even so, in this situation, going for the safest strat you can is you definitely can't fault that. All right, now let's just watch your face for a second here. You still like haven't admitted to chat or to yourself that you're gonna get it. Just like watching you flying up to the goal, and you're just like stone faced. Like you can see it in your eyes that you're getting excited, but like you're doing your best not to like admit to yourself that you got a PB. And but there it is, popping off
eventually.
45 minutes, 23.94 seconds. So congratulations on that personal best. Very fast speed run, very well done. And even the gold split on Stratosphere, thanks to your gravity skip.
Yeah, and I even missed it. I don't know what happened, what I've done on Stratosphere previously, but apparently this was better. So yeah, I'm happy with this run. As you can see me celebrating there in the background. Finally, after having said this run is dead for 45 minutes.
Yep.
So eventually got it. I definitely feel like I'm not done yet, though.
You're not done yet? That's good. We'll talk about that. But first, I just want to listen to I want to listen to the audio of this for a moment, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah. So I think we're done here. I'm gonna reset real quick, and we try again for another one. Oh my god! Yes! That was even flying up to the goal. I think we're resetting here.
Yeah. Okay, just wanted to highlight that moment. It was that was very entertaining to see it live, and yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted to say. That's all we wanted to do. So yeah, again, congratulations, and yeah, tell us a little bit about where you see yourself going forward with this category and with your stream. You got the floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with speedrunning this game, getting this PB, seeing what I can do better, seeing the strats that I know I can practice more. Cargers, for example, one that I've been doing, and elevator action, and calling up Katsis for some more coaching. Definitely learn some strats and go for quicker times. And yeah, I think as my chat is starting to enjoy this game more and more, I'm gonna keep going for this a couple of weeks moving forward till I feel like I hit my next plateau, and I think that's where I'm gonna take a little bit of a break again.
Which is healthy.
For my stream, I'm just gonna keep on grinding in a speedrun mood right now. So gonna be speedrunning some Minecraft soon, and maybe some Super Mario 64 after that. So going for speedruns, gonna keep going with Rocket League, and
nice.
Also hosting some the tournament, the Chap tourney here soon with Marble It Up. So definitely looking to be keeping a part of this community actively, because it's a darn good community.
Very, very cool. Very cool. And you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but are you thinking of going for some kind of partner grind coming up soon? I know I've seen some numbers up there that would suggest that maybe that's something you're looking into.
Twitch partner?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I've been thinking, I've been streaming for like 5 or 6 years, and partner has always been a goal to head towards, but I started in like October, November. I was like, okay, let's go for it. I'm in school, so I have a lot of free time. So if I'm gonna go for partner on Twitch, it's now. So I'm grinding, thinking a bit harder about what I'm actually doing on stream and how I'm gonna bump those numbers, and it's so far moving forward. So yeah, we will be grinding, streaming every week.
Well, I'm happy to have known you before you get that verified badge.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers indeed. All right. Once again, let's have a quick look at our leaderboard for Marble Up right now. Again, we're zoomed way out because there's just so many runners right now, but I'll zoom in to our top 20 runners. Or 21 runners now who are in the sub-hour range, and there you are, Glooten, 13th place. Enjoy it for a few more hours until we verify Eplip's run, and I'm looking forward to see you climbing up a little bit further and with your future runs and your all those improvements that you told us you've got planned. So
yeah, I'm excited that because Eplip was one person that I jumped ahead of Eplip and Masic with this PB that we just watched, and Eplip beat my new time just today, I think it was. So that's good for me. Going for sub 40, I need some more obstacles along the way. So Eplip, I'm coming for that time, buddy.
Awesome. Okay. With that, thank you so much for joining us. Very much appreciate that, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful night.
Cheers.
See you guys.